I don't own the rights to this music. I own the rights to this message. Shorty's Traveling Art Show. Yeah, Shorty's Traveling Art Show. Freedom Summer. That's what this all about. It's about exercising my constitutional right of freedom of speech, freedom of assembly, the right to protest. Activism ain't against the law. Being black in America is. I applied for Martin Luther King's job in 2011. Y'all destroyed everything that I had, made me homeless. I've been homeless ever since 2011. I don't need $1 million. I need 1 million friends. I don't need 1 million people to march. I need 1 million people to pay attention. Social media for social change. Governor O'Malley, you don't deserve to serve. That's President Biden. Ex-felons got a right to vote and run for office. That's Governor O'Malley, 2006. I was making a documentary, Get Shorty. Get Shorty was about the politics and the politicians here in America. The money you make off of black bodies. That's President Trump. And y'all make me famous for toilets. That's my political soapbox, toilets. Did you use the toilet today? Because I'm getting ready to flush careers down the hole. Like I said, this is Kwasi Mfume. I've been asking to speak to Kwasi Mfume to testify against Governor O'Malley being confirmed. Kwasi Mfume ain't answering me. That's Governor O'Malley. That's Governor O'Malley. Alright? That's Governor O'Malley. I got to get you in a good light. Like I said, I applied for Martin Luther King's job, and Governor O'Malley had me arrested. I'm an organizer. I'm an organizer. Yeah. Ask anybody in Baltimore. I'm an organizer. Breaking the chains of oppression. Shorty's bootleg barbecue so good I'm illegal. I'm the cook in Baltimore, and that's my penitentiary number. I know anybody in Baltimore. I know Glenn, ask her. I know Early, ask him. I'm a black Republican. I know Shellenberger, and we talking about Shellenberger. We're gonna have Shellenberger locked up. If I can go to jail for a toilet, Shellenberger can go to jail for lying to the grand jury, presenting false evidence to the grand jury, false charges, false statements, the new face of old Jim Crow. Peter Francott, you ain't in office no more. Prosecutorial immunity doesn't apply to you. That's Mayor Pugh. She's my witness and she's my friend. That's Tony Bridges. He's been around since Governor O'Malley started this. He was in Governor O'Malley's office when he was Mayor O'Malley. It's the Orioles, and the Orioles are winners. They're in first place. Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play. Yeah, I'm the cook in Baltimore. Everybody know me. Y'all make me famous for toilets because I put a toilet in front of the courthouse. Then you try to make me a terrorist. I'm not a terrorist. I'm an activist. All right, I'm an activist. That's the Baltimore Sun. The Baltimore Sun, the Waukegan New Sun, WJZ. Y'all know he lied to the public and called me a terrorist. I never got paid for that. I never got paid for that. Pam Woods made the movie We Got a Monster. Well, Shorty got Get Shorty, and I started Get Shorty long before Pam Woods did We Got a Monster. That's Brooke Learman. I need a federal and state audit. I'm out $250 million intellectual property theft. I got to be compensated freely, duly, in the expense and convenience of my government. That's my government, Sarbanes. Yeah, Mary Washington. Like I said, I'm without for justice. And it ain't gonna be just us in 2023. That's Deborah Ray. And that's Donald Trump in my toilet, in my Constitution. Contact Donald Trump, he got this letter. I got another movie called Letters to My President. Letters to My Presidents. Letters to My Presidents. President Biden got letter. President Obama. President Bush. I've been doing this since 2006. Tim Russert told me to do this. Yeah, Tim Russert told me letters to my president. So Biden was vice president. Biden was Senator Biden when I started this. And that's Trump. And that's Hogan and Congressman Cummings. Larry Hogan's made $4 billion off of slave labor in the prison industry. That's Scott Shellenberger. Like I said, it's about Baltimore's politics and their politicians. That's the Baltimore County Council. We're talking about the play-to-play political machine that y'all made. The pay-to-play. Because I never was compensated. I never got a trial. And y'all are y'all are the defendants. Johnny Oleski asked for the Department of Justice to investigate my case. Eric Barron ain't did nothing. Robert Hur didn't do nothing. So I sent it to Judge Badar. If you go to Judge Badar, he got my information. Benjamin Jealous got it too, and I got Benjamin Jealous on film at the Baltimore Sun holding the paperwork. Al Redmer is the insurance incorporated. He was the insurance administrator for the state of Maryland. I was insured for $1 million. Y'all never cashed out my policy. Y'all never paid me. You ran for county executive and lost to Johnny Oleski. Like I said, Sarbanes, we talking about legacies. Julian Jones and Councilman Quirk, a movie all about the Democratic Party. A movie about Baltimore County and how David Smith been paying y'all the money David Smith been giving you, Fox 45, Sinclair Broadcasting. We're going to talk about the play-to-play politics and the politicians. If I can go to jail for a toilet, you can go to jail for corruption. Kurt Anderson know about this. I gave him the Minority Report. Ask him. I helped get Ehrlich elected. She's part of the corruption in Baltimore County. The new face of old Jim Crow. Mass incarceration in your prison industry. Ask her how much money she put in Shellenberger's pocket. County Executive Board, all right? When y'all ran for office, I was there. I was there. Mr. Conway, your father destroyed evidence when he was a clerk of the court. Your nephew got evidence and he sent it back. We're going to talk about the Conway and the Conway legacy. Like I said, I was in Annapolis, and we're going to show everything I've been doing since 2006. If Mosby can go to jail, so can 52 members of the Democratic Party. Ask Dutch about me. I gave you some Saturday Night Live. I gave you some Carmen. I gave you some Comedy Central. Dutch. Flush Dutch. Yeah, we're going to flush a lot of people. We're going to send careers down the hole. Racism don't work without black cooperation. Julian Jones, you've been protecting white supremacy since you sat in that seat. You've been protecting it with your blackness. Yeah. Call that Willie Lynch, the Willie Lynch syndrome. You've been protecting Shellenberger too long. I applied for Martin Luther King's job. And like they said, they will congratulate a person doing the same thing as you, just not you, just because you. I applied for Martin Luther King's job. I went to jail just like Martin. And the Department of Justice know all about it. Rod Rosenstein. Mass incarceration. I created the system in Maryland. Yes, you did. Attorney General Anthony Brown, you got to turn over that information. It's making a documentary, and this is my war room. I'm not the clown around town. I'm the 2021 M&T Bank Weaver Award winner. I went from Baltimore's worst to Baltimore's best, and I put it all here on film. Social media for social change. Governor Westmore, what you gonna do? You got paperwork. Exoneration or the Supreme Court? Exoneration or the Supreme Court? I followed in Martin Luther King's footsteps, just like Martin. I sat on the porch at Martin's house, and these is my brothers and sisters. On February the 2nd, 2011, my mother died from cancer. My mother was born in 1929, all right? She taught me about race and racism. I go to jail for the right reason. You're stealing black people off the streets of America like you stole blacks out of Africa. We traded the penitentiary for the plantation, cotton for cocaine, and our kids is the cash crop. You kidnapped me from my family. You stole me from my people. This is my family. These are my kids. And this is my community. And this is justice. If a dog can get into the Liberty Bell, I want liberty. The toilet got in it for the Liberty Bell, I want liberty. That's Whitey. And like I said, this is a documentary about Baltimore. Governor O'Malley don't deserve to serve. He don't deserve to serve. Get Shorty, the movie, all about Baltimore. About your police and policing in Baltimore. Black lives don't matter. Black money do. We traded the penitentiary for the plantation, cotton for cocaine, and our kids is the cash crop. And we get ready to cut that out. So go ask Nancy at night. All right, go ask them. I'm with the Baltimore Teachers Union. Go ask the Baltimore Teachers Union. I cook for Baltimore. I'm the cook in Baltimore. I feed Baltimore. And we're going to tell about the snakes in Baltimore. The ones with keeping the secrets. I got a podcast going on. Society Shame. That's James MacArthur in the first podcast I did. But James MacArthur inspired me. He was my inspiration for podcasts. Social media for social change. So President Biden, These are my supporters. We voted for you in office. That's Jeff Majors. That's the real news. I'm an activist. Activism ain't against the law.